Good morning, this is Nick May with Walls by Design, and you've joined me for Coffee with Nick. Today I thought I would tell you about my week. It has been a week. And, it's so funny that, people, when I meet people and I tell them what I do for a living, a lot of people, oh my gosh, it must be so great to run your own business and be your own boss, right? And not so much all the time. This week has been one of those weeks where I would say, not a great week to be a business owner. And I'm going to tell you about what happened this week. Some of it was my fault, some of it was not. Let's say Monday, or was it Tuesday? I can't remember. The days are I think it was Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, we were going to do some painting at my house. That far end of the house, we had replaced some siding, and we were just painting that and then touching up trim and stuff like that. Which, by the way, we offer that as a service. We call it a 2-day, freshen up or something like that. Or you have one side of your house that needs to be done. So it's $2,000. You provide the paint, and we can just update, and that way you're not having to repaint your whole entire house. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. We were doing that. Last year we did this side of the house. This year we did that side of the house. Anyways, so Dave had come to do our project, and I had put in the night before, I brought the paint up from the basement because I had extra paint from last year when we did this. And so I brought it up and I had put it in the corner of the garage. And then this morning when he came, I pulled it out. I put the paint in front of my car on the driveway. Then I had an appointment I had to go do, but I forgot something inside the house. So I ran inside the house. Some of you know where this is going already. Ran inside, grabbed, keys or my wallet or whatever. Jumped in the car, and I park backwards in the garage so that I can get out, because I park on the far side of the garage. And it's the single stall garage. So I have to go really slow because I have an SUV. It just literally barely fits. So I'm pulling out slowly, and I hear pop. And I knew exactly what I had done. I'm sure some of you have done things that as soon as you hear that sound, you know exactly what has happened. So I backed back up, got out of the car. Sure enough, I ran over the paint. Now, thankfully, last winter, we did epoxy on our garage floor. Now, the next 20 minutes of my life, I was super stressed and freaking out because now I have this, I don't want a paint spill in my garage. But thankfully, because of the epoxy, and because this paint was a year old and it wasn't mixed, I won't go into the details, but paint kind of separates. And so majority of what spilled was thinner, didn't have as much colorant in it. Anyways, we cleaned it up. Dave and I wiped the whole thing up. It was fantastic. Dave wanted to grab the hose and wash it down into the street. And I'm like, oh, for the love, no, we cannot do that. So we cleaned it up. We put all the paint just in a bad bucket. And then I was able to take paper towels and literally clean the whole spot and not have paint go everywhere. So problem resolved, but that was Tuesday morning. Sunday night, so this is something else I was already dealing with. Our website went down. Malware. I had thought that I had done something to mess it up, but in the process of fixing it, we found out that it was a WordPress. Basically, the software gets updated, and some code had gotten in there, and it was messing up our website. And so Sunday and Monday night we were working on that. I had customers that were emailing us because they couldn't schedule their yearly touch-ups. Nobody could schedule anything because our scheduling system for estimates is through our website, and touch-ups. And then also we have lots of forms that our people, our staff have to fill out to keep everybody in the loop of what's going on. And so they couldn't. And so I'm getting emails from them as well. Nick, the website's down. All of this stuff. That eventually got resolved, but we determined that now we need to do a refresh on the website. Not necessarily make anything look different. We need more security. And when I was talking to my web developer, our website is older. It's kind of like a house that you go to, and they've had like 8 different remodels. And so from the you get on the inside, so when you're in our website, everything looks beautiful and it looks great, but you go on the outside, which actually would be on the inside of the code and everything. It was a mess, cobbled together, lots of different kind of bolt-ons and different code and specialties. So which makes it a little bit more fragile. So anyways, so over the next couple months, we have to rebuild our website. And in the process of doing that, we have to make sure that we don't lose any of our SEO strength with Google. I can't just like wipe it clean and build 100% from scratch, because we have links and we have things that if we take them away, then Google will not show us in the search results. And then on top of that, I had one of our subcontractors that was installing trim just not performing. We were on a project. We're still on a project. They were supposed to be done last Sunday, and he would tell me he's going over there, and then I literally would meet him, and then as soon as I left, he would leave. And so a project should have been done by last Friday, but then we extended it and said we could have it done by Sunday. Went till last night, and I was there last night at 7:30 doing a final walkthrough with him. Now, I will say that it hasn't pushed the whole project out, but it was just stressful. It's up in Northfield. I had to drive a few more times up there to go check on things. That's been my week. Thankfully, I've got some amazing customers, and everyone's super happy with us. And I have a team of painters that are doing a phenomenal job, finishing their projects on time, and customers are super happy. We got another Google review, I think, yesterday. So the struggle is real when you're an entrepreneur or a business owner. Some days, some weeks are harder than others. That's the risk reward that we get to have. Some weeks are phenomenal. Some weeks I'm on vacation and not in town, and we're booking projects and finishing things, and I'm not even having to be there. But yeah, this is kind of the little bit of raw reality of running a painting business. Again, I think I did this in another video. It's how do you respond in those situations? Do you throw up your hands and go, like, I can't deal with this? Or do you go, well, all right, let me roll up the sleeves and let me figure out, how do I solve this problem? As a business owner, that's what I do. I solve problems all the time. Sometimes they're my problems, and sometimes they're customer problems, and sometimes they're employee problems, and sometimes they're marketing problems. This topic today, probably didn't hit, and so a lot of people probably clicked off of this video early. But for some of you that have owned businesses or own businesses, you know exactly what I'm talking about with these weeks. But anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having one of those really positive weeks, and we'll see you next time.